The United States Navy is now operating under a direct order to intercept and target shipping traffic across the Arabian and Oman Seas. Donald Trump announced this global naval blockade through a post on Truth Social, bypassing traditional military channels. The post framing the order confuses Iran's current leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, with Ayatollah Khomeini, the man who led the 1979 revolution, dead for decades. This pivot follows a failed negotiation over the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. demanded a share of the $100 billion in annual transit tolls, a move Iran and Oman rejected as an infringement on their domestic waters. Following that rejection, the administration's stance shifted to a total denial of passage. If the U.S. does not receive a cut of the revenue, the Navy will ensure no one else moves through the strait. A potential breakdown in global shipping traces back to a single failed negotiation over toll revenue. Market forecasts already reflect the severity of the order. Crude oil is projected to hit $150 per barrel within a week of the blockade being enforced. This new stance overrides Iran's current policy, which allows friendly nations like Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh to transit the strait so long as they pay the required tolls. The impact extends to agriculture. These shipping lanes carry the bulk of global fertilizer supplies. Analysts at BlackRock expect a shortage that will disrupt food production for up to 5 months. By closing these specific arteries, the U.S. is triggering a simultaneous energy and food crisis across the globe. While the blockade aims to bankrupt Iran, the geography of the region ensures that Russia and China remain almost entirely insulated from the fallout. This map shows the Caspian Sea, a landlocked body of water where the U.S. Navy has zero presence or jurisdiction. Iran maintains a northern corridor to bypass the Gulf entirely, shipping oil across the Caspian Sea directly into the Russian market. China maintains its own immunity. Beijing continues to buy Iranian oil through the blockade, calculating that the United States will not fire upon a Chinese-flagged tanker and risk a direct military confrontation. The blockade functions as a boomerang, missing the primary adversaries while circling back to hit the U.S. and its regional allies. Logistical activity is surging. Over the last 48 hours, U.S. C-17 and C-5 transport planes have moved in heavy volume from Germany into the Middle East. This buildup at Ben Gurion Airport suggests the U.S. is preparing the infrastructure for a combined air assault targeting Iranian territory. Simultaneously, the Israeli Defense Ministry has directed its forces to prepare for a strike on Iran's energy and economic infrastructure. Iran is maintaining a diplomatic stance. By working through mediators like Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, Tehran is attempting to finalize a solution that avoids firing the first shot. The U.S. is moving toward a regional war to re-establish control over the Persian Gulf and its transit revenue. Developing nations like Bangladesh face the most immediate danger from this energy shock. They are already experiencing severe fuel shortages and rising costs. For people on the ground, the blockade looks like this: miles-long queues for petrol that never arrives, and the prospect of total economic paralysis. In these regions, the disruption of the shipping lanes is a threat to the basic functioning of the state. The closure of these straits pushes the global energy market toward a breakdown that cannot be easily reversed. This crisis fails to halt the economies of Russia or China. It only damages the U.S. and the vulnerable nations that rely on these trade routes. A petty dispute over toll revenue has triggered a path toward regional war and widespread economic hardship, overseen by a leadership that confuses Iran's history with its current reality.